Alright, this is council meeting number 1 for Phantom Shadows. Anyway, we're recording, guys. You guys can. Anyway, we wanted to discuss about certain stuff, so I did make a list as far as stuff to discuss about. I don't know if you guys have anything you want to discuss first, but if you do, say so now.
I gotta go over a few things too real quick.
Okay.
So,
go ahead.
first of all, you guys probably noticed the massive changes to TeamSpeak. I went ahead and did just to kind of get everything together. So all of you have council server groups set, and that's going to give you the ability to not only have the little stormtrooper icon next to you, but all of you have the ability to move people, kick people, ban people from the server, and whatnot. Just as moderators to TeamSpeak. So you guys have all basically have moderator permissions, okay? Alongside, your, of course, Vice have more ranks on TeamSpeak. So there's new groups and channels in TeamSpeak, and they're all pretty self-explanatory. So, kind of about it there. So, I'll moderate just like this. So.
You were kicked from the server.
You can do that.
Connected. Channel switch.
Don't do that while I'm recording, you idiots. And Zoe, or Ryan, sit your ass down on the chair.
I'm in the user interface editor. Hold up.
Interface editor, my ass.
I was. One of my bars was missing.
Really? You care about one of your bars now?
Alright, well, I got one thing from Varpack.
Not that kind of sit, you... Anyway,
Kevin.
I don't care. Anyway, what?
I got one thing from Varpack, and he says you need to check the spelling of the ranks in the guild.
Oh yeah, I got something to say. New law. Everyone has to spell correctly.
You know what?
Or they get kicked.
Yeah,
Screw you bunch of high schoolers.
I don't think veteran has an I in it. Just saying. So.
All in favor of this
I
will say
looked
aye.
at when I made all of these ranks and stuff, I looked them up online and did a copy and paste, so don't even go
you
there.
probably looked up in the wrong web page.
When I looked them up on a Navy website, yeah, piss off.
Someone needs to get fired then.
Apparently somebody who wrote them on the website needs to get fired, because clearly their spelling sucks then.
Anyway, we'll fix it.
Anyway, why am I being judged about spelling from a bunch of high schoolers?
No,
First
I
of all.
didn't say anything. I said it's from Varpack. Don't even.
Mm-hmm. Anyway.
I still have
I
it in
can
my
do
chat, thank you.
Do
Like
you-
me to go find that for you.
Did you take a screenshot of it?
No, it's like still in my stuff that's loaded.
Alright, people, let's get
Anyway.
with the program. Come on.
Anyway, so let's see. What should we? Let's talk about guild rules. What should we do for rules as far as the guild? Because as it stands right now, we don't have any. Like, I don't know, ranking system, stuff like that.
Well, I believe that for ranking, we should probably go by level, maybe. Like, if they reach a certain amount of level, that's when they get rewarded with a rank or something.
Well,
I
as
think
it
to
stands,
a
as it
certain
stands
degree,
right now, as far as being a member or a lieutenant rank, that is for level 25 plus. I've already
Yeah.
made that a common thing. If you are anything less than 25, you are standing as a recruit. Also,
Yeah, and I don't
recruit
think,
is also an active member.
Yeah, I don't think that adding people. Veterans should honestly only be set as people that have been in the guild for a while and are active in the guild.
Yeah, that's usually
So-
when I do them. But as far as guild officers and stuff, which another thing,
Anybody that we invite in, if we there should be a certain time period where there's a recruit, just to keep things organized. Who's new. Honestly, I think it's best to keep it that way. After maybe a week or 2 weeks, it can, promote them to lieutenant. But I think only really active, longer-term members should be set as veterans.
yeah.
Generally speaking, it's better to keep it that way because we want the veterans to be more of the people in the rest of the guild that people can ask questions
Yeah, because I do want
so.
things to kind of follow through chain of command. You know, I don't
Yeah,
want
I agree
I
with
don't
that.
want all the lobies turning around and always asking us for. I mean, obviously that's what we're here for, but you know, don't always turn around and ask just us. Try asking someone of rank who, you know, we're gonna obviously give ranks to those people who know what they're doing and can answer those kind of questions.
Yeah. I mean, the whole point of the ranking system is we want people to know who's who. We want people to know, okay, you know, well, this person might know, you know, how the guild's working and this and that. So, junior officer rank, however, I do think longer-term members that, I mean, I think we have there's a limit to how many council members we're gonna want. Or how
Well,
many.
as it stands for council members, what you see here, minus the two that we're missing that are not able to come today, are the council members.
Yeah, but I think you know, giving junior officer members the ability to kind of somewhat micromanage is not bad.
Well, that's also the other
I think
thing.
that's kind of the extent that we'd want to go with that.
Well, I want their junior officers. I don't really want to have too many junior officers, say per se, in the guild. What I want the junior officers for is people who are training to be an officer. And once we have all the officers we want, then there will be no more junior officers.
Yeah, I was just more talking down the road, having some junior officers on board. You know, as you know, if we have a lot of people in the guild, some people happen to micromanage issues. It's not a bad thing.
That's true. Okay,
I could also go with the thing I wanted to talk about.
what's that?
When we actually get officers, like the council members could possibly use like actual people that only help them out because
Well, that
I
was-
can't be here all the time.
That was another thing I was thinking about too. Was you know, each one of us can appoint like one specific person to be an officer underneath them, and that'll be like your personal. I guess you could say like your council member secretary. I guess in a matter of speaking, but that would be the person that if anybody wants to report to you while you're not online, but they can report to them or whatnot. Officers will directly report to us, as in council members will directly report to the council. Anybody else who has, you know, anybody lower would be reporting to the officers and vice versa, reporting to us. But yes, I think that is something that we should do eventually. But we also, again, need to get more people in the guild, as well as find those people who can actually be officers and actually have that leadership ability. I don't want to be, you know, there's only one person right now who has leadership ability there's only one person right now that has leadership ability that this is his first MMO and he is currently sitting here in this council, and that is Jose. But the only reason for that is because A, he's a friend of Yuli's, but two, because I wanted his input from his perspective, being this is his first time playing an MMO. So that's why he's here. Anyway, guild events. Something that Yuli had brought up, or as in this case, like Angeles, has brought up that we should start doing some guild events. Figuring out what we should do is the other question. I can easily post them onto the website in the calendar for guild events. But as far as
but how are we gonna organize the guild events? Is it gonna be like weekly, monthly?
well, it would most likely be weekly, but the question is what exactly do we want to do?
Well, I was thinking we should have a couple maybe flashpoints, some instance runs, or even world bosses can be also events.
Yeah.
Also, some PvP events for those who actually want to do PvP. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
We could do the 16-man story modes.
That's true too.
That'd be fun. What are those?
You get to be 55 to do them, though, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which will be something we will definitely start doing once we have 1655s that will be on to play.
Yep. And that's one of the things we need to worry about too. Is, you know, we need to get everybody leveled up at least to 55. You know, maybe at some point we'll talk about doing 60 stuff. But
real quick, the next double XP thing, we need to set up for to get people from level 10 to level 55 in a day, because you can do it in 9 hours.
Yeah.
really,
And
Yes,
we can
you can.
run 3 people up to level 55.
Both Taylor and Ryan both did it. That's why they have theirs.
Oh no, we didn't do it the correct way to do it, but it's
No, but-
simple as you just get 3 3 major XP boosters, and you do every quest that's not main, and you go through each planet with a level 55 killing everything.
Mhm.
And with double XP plus guild XP plus XP boost, you'll be up to level 55 in about 9 hours.
And that's just doing storyline quests.
Yep. No, that's not storyline quests. That's just everything side quests, no storyline. Storyline ties you down.
Well, it's because storyline makes you go all over the fucking place.
Yeah. You're just doing the side quests.
I
And
mean,
you can get
could...
3 people up at a time.
Cool. Okay. Now,
how often do they do those double XP events?
Normally on special weekends like Valentine's Day or President's Day, something like that, they normally do it.
which
okay.
most people miss them because usually they're off doing stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, you never know. I mean, if those are coming up, we might want to kind of see who's going to be online, or if nobody really is online, you can always just have, if people are interested in having alts, lots of level 55 alts or things like that, if we want them, maybe in advance get a couple level 10s ready, and then when we have another one, we can just run each other through and get some more alts in the guild.
okay. I was curious as to what your guys' thoughts were on this. Should we have the guild website and guild TeamSpeak required to use, or at least the website at the very least?
No.
No, it's not a good idea.
That just annoy people.
We've
What the
already lost
website
like 3 members
would be-
because of that.
I'd say that the website as a requirement, I would say probably not. I'd say offering TeamSpeak is a good thing, and I can definitely make sure that TeamSpeak is always running. I need to get a dedicated machine up and running for it, but it's not going to be a big deal. I think I have a couple things here I can do that with.
Okay.
So offering TeamSpeak is always a good thing. It's definitely the best way to kind of improve, people knowing each other, kind of improve interaction in guild. Having the ability for people to easily communicate, especially with voice chat, is always a good option. Obviously, if we're gonna plan on doing raids or anything of that nature in the future, then obviously TeamSpeak would be required.
Yes, of course. There is no way in hell I'm going to do raids without some form of voice chat. That's just no. I did that back when I was in Vanilla WoW before I even knew what TeamSpeak or Ventrilo was, and I was running dungeons as my paladin tank, sitting there button mashing my key, trying to type commands to people while also trying to hold out. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
It doesn't work out very well. So, especially with raids and things of that nature, large groups should require TeamSpeak.
Where did Ryan's character go?
Probably invisible again.
He's using stealth.
You couldn't see his stealth?
No, I didn't even notice. Anyway, okay.
I'm here.
Now, I did want to say, I do want to get, I of course have to get my character and or characters up to 55 and ready for it, but I do want us to kind of focus on trying to get the guild as a whole raid ready.
Yeah, that's
Which
definitely
obviously
something I want to do too.
Obviously, would have to do, we would have to build kind of an inventory of materials. We want to have plenty of crafting materials to make stims and various other things we're going to need, and also gear,
Now,
mods.
That also comes to mind. Should we assign different of our characters to be specialized in a certain type of crafting?
That was the idea. We should have a list, at least probably on the website, who's assigned to what and or what we need and what's available. So
We could do that, but literally Varpack has everything.
Yeah, and Varpack has already kept on, or Vaprak keeps on saying, tell me what you guys want and I will craft it for you. Just give me the items and mats. Vaprak has everything.
yeah, but it works better, honestly, when we have kind of a guild infrastructure going, and just assigning it all to one person, I don't think is a good idea. It's great if he wants to provide everything. I'm just saying.
No. I understand that. It's just as it stands right now, we do have one person who has all of them maxed out.
No, I understand that, and I'm just saying, why don't we get kind of a listing together on the site of what we're going to need for raids,
Mhm.
You know, what type of buff items we're going to need, what type of gear we can provide.
Well, gear is nothing more than
What type of mods?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's 50.
If we can have some crafters that can make high-level mods, and we can kind of build a stock of them.
Well,
it's
you
not a
do
bad
realize
idea.
that the mods from the vendor on the fleet are tradable.
No, I understand that. That's
You just
again,
had
a
to be
stock.
55 to
but
buy 'em.
the crafted ones are better.
They are. Yeah.
Only by a little bit. It's only.
Now, trust me.
I know because I've seen them. Their stats are only that of like an extra 10.
Well, when you are talking about an entire gear set, it's a lot.
Yeah, but it's
Anyway, but
It could make a diff. It could make a big difference in the raids. We haven't really got
Well,
into that
in
yet.
this game, numbers is everything in this game. so-
Exactly. So having a stock of those mods and getting everybody fully modded out that way probably will make a huge difference in the raids.
Well, it's definitely is when we start raids, I want everybody to be in 172 blues and their trinkets, whatnot, the earpiece implants and relics to be 162s from the vendors.
Yeah.
That will be a minimum requirement.
Yeah, but I mean, if we want to do like weekly clear stuff, we can clear out everything weekly. I mean, that may not honestly be enough. It may be too hard to do it. I mean, we'd really have to build.
Well, of course, but keep
Oh.
in mind, as it stands right now, not everybody has Shadow of Weapons, so we're going to be starting with the
I know.
55 raids, which,
Yeah.
Even at this standard, at the gear that we are at, or that me and X and all of the 55s are at right now with the 172s, that's higher than what most people start with in those raids.
No, I understand that.
And actually, I believe those raids give you 168 item levels, I think that's what they give you. So, it's not like a... Hi, Ryan. I see you sitting in
Anyway.
Jeff's chair.
Well, then, on the same note, okay, if we have anybody like 55s that are geared already, and you guys have extra comms available that you
Yeah.
want to provide for our raiders, if you want to go ahead and get some mods for raiders, or you have a certain number of comms that you're willing to give up to get mods, I should make a listing on the website of who has what. Okay, so that way, I mean, obviously you don't want to pre-buy them because it may not be the right. Certain people are going to need different ones. We're not going to know in advance who needs what.
Okay.
So.
now how many different crafting classes are there again?
Oh, God. You really are going to ask... There's a whole
too many.
section. Yeah, there's a whole section on the fleet that says strongholds and crew skills. Well, at the bottom outer rim of the fleet, how there's like always those little cubby holes. That whole half section there is all for crew skills because that whole thing's filled with crew
Now,
skills.
how many
There's
And it
about
looks-
6 per. There's
I think
about
there's like
6.
17 of them.
Yeah, there's
Jesus.
there's
There's a
a
ridiculous number of.
ridiculous number of crew skills, and they all do different things.
Now, how
And
many
different classes
can
are
a
better in different
character?
ones.
What?
How many can a character actually have?
Um,
But you need the ones that feed into each other. Like for example, my character is an operative, and my companions are best with cybertech, scavenging, and underworld. That's the best thing that I could possibly have for my character, which is why I have it. So if you need information on it, go look it up, what your character is best for, and it has like a giant chart that'll show you what your character is best suited for.
Now, granted, as it stands, everybody has the same robot. That little robot companion you get on your ship is a piece of junk and fails the majority of the missions you send him on.
I don't send them on missions anymore.
Yeah, I gave up on doing that. It's just a waste of money to send him on a mission because he always fails. 95% of the time he fails. Totally useless.
Well, he doesn't always fail on the green ones.
Even still, the green one's still a 60% chance he's going to fail.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. What about guild direction?
What do you mean by that?
Where do we want this guild to basically point in? Where do we want it to go?
Well,
Personally?
right now we're pointing to raids.
Well,
Yeah,
obviously,
my
I get
point.
that.
Personally, I want to build a kind of a crew of players. I want to build at least one progression group, and maybe in the future get enough people on that we have multiple raid groups or times or whatever we do with that. But I think my ultimate goal at the moment is I want to get the guild into progression and have solid progression going.
I agree with that.
The different various raids and things like that. Maybe in the future have all sorts of different events and raid stuff, and we'll have like alt runs through raids and things like that. But To start off with, I want to get some progression going.
Yeah, definitely. Anyone else? Jose, keep in mind, you can chime in here at any time, buddy.
I know that.
You're just very
Listening.
quiet.
Yeah, I'm just listening.
By all means, if you have input, please put it in. What about, should we make any adjustments to the guild structure?
What way?
That's why I'm asking. I'm the one who made me and Death Eye Monkey were the ones who created the current guild structure that you see before you. Is there any different improvements or any changes you guys would like to make?
Well, to be honest, I think that crap, what do you call it? Rank names. I mean, maybe we just switch them over to the more obvious ones. Might make it a little easier. Now, if somebody's a junior officer, just have the rank junior officer.
Well, I mean, I wanted to have the theme, but I mean, if you
The
look...
theming is okay. We'll see how it works out, but if you start to get a lot of people, it's going to make things really tough and really just annoying. And it might be a little easier, instead of having to memorize what the hell all the ranks mean.
Well, I do have them listed in the guild, and
Just
all you have to
switch
do
them
is
over.
scrolled.
Yeah.
Just switch them over to like actual Sith Jedi stuff. Make all of us Dark Council members, and then have a select one for Dark Council alt, and
I can
then
do
like
that.
Pad 1, Knight, and Master for experience, new, and normally on.
That might be good too. Keep the theme, but make it a little simpler.
I can put apprentice as recruit. And then, well, actually, no, I think I'll put apprentices as the member rank and keep recruit as recruit.
No, make them the acolytes. Then the people who
Oh.
are just members, make them Sith warriors, or what are they normally called?
Well, I mean,
You,
Well,
you can have
can
darts
find
and
the
everything.
You can find the actual shift structure online. So just look it up. And
yeah, I'll just look it up and I'll make some changes to that. So I'll change the rank names.
Once you do that, I'll go ahead and update it on TeamSpeak.
That's fine. I'll have to update it also on the website as well. Okay. Guild ship.
That's going to be a while.
Yes, it is definitely going to be a while. Just so
What is it to start out with? 50 million?
Well, it's so the people who also are going to watch this video on the website, it is 50 million to get the ship. It's another 25 million credits just to open all the doors in total. I am actually close friends with the guild leader of the guild called the Dark Times, and they have the guild ship, and she told me how much it costs, and my jaw hit the floor. So I was like, holy crap, yeah.
Well,
so
trust
if
me on
we
this
are
one.
going to get the guild ship, definitely council members, without question, or at least the ones that come on, need to start, I mean, at the minimum, you don't even have to, do your dailies and keep the credits for yourself, I don't care. But at the minimum, if you are of level to do it, run boarding party twice, put the money that you get from selling the items and everything you get into the guild vault, and let's start saving for this. It's
Yep.
going to take a long time. I'm only asking
As
you
we get
to-
more people too, we can
Yeah.
kind of build
Hold up,
that too.
real quick. Just so you know, boarding party is not the best and fastest way to do it. There's a faster one that takes less time and is easier to do.
Correct, but you're also telling people to go to Voss, which means that they need to be like level 55 in order to do it. If I since
tell
I'm
me
saying,
about this one. I want to know.
wait a
Yeah.
minute.
And if you're a sorcerer, it's the easiest one for you to do.
Well, of course, because sorcerers are overpowered anyway.
No, I mean the whole
Josh,
thing
you logged
relies
off.
on
Yeah, sorry.
going into you run into three groups of people, and then you just lightning storm and then kill the champion. You walk out and you reset it. I have the quest. I'll share it with you. It's a really
Isn't
easy
that the
quest.
heroic quest?
It's a heroic 4 quest that's super easy.
Yeah, it's the one that you took. You helped me with on my sorcerer when we did the heroics on Voss. Don't you remember? Whatever. Anyway, I know which one you're talking about because it's the same one that Death Eye Monkey showed me to do.
On another note, by the way, I do think maybe we should use like some introductions at least for the video. People know who we are.
Well, as everybody should know, I am Malgus, or in other way name is Kevin, guild leader and founder of Phantom Shadows. And I guess X, you can go ahead and introduce yourself.
Okay, well, my character's name is Exangelus, and my name is Ulysses.
Co-leader.
I'm also a co-leader of the guild, and I don't know. Who's next?
Go
Let's
ahead.
go to the left.
Yeah, go ahead, Taylor.
I'm Taylor. I'm too lazy to actually try to pronounce this name.
It's good.
And I don't know what else to say about that. I'm just kind of here.
And Taylor is a council member. Anyway, go ahead, Josh.
Yeah, I'm Phoenix or Josh. I've been playing MMOs a long time. Kevin got me on here and got me addicted again. So,
Well, I've been
I'll be
pestering you for like the past 2 months now.
I'll be on and be perfecting my knowledge of the game, and so we'll be kind of helping to build some of the stuff that we want to do, such as the crafting and raiding. So, anybody has any other questions, just ask.
Will do. Go ahead, Ryan.
Hi, I'm Zoe. I do stuff. Council member. Things happen. Give me a call. Boy.
Alright, I will speak on behalf of Vaprak. Vaprak is one of our other council members who was not able to make it to the council meeting today. But feel free to... Vaprak is also the one who has tons upon tons of alts, who sits there and goes offline and hops onto another one real quick to go and send all of the companions out for crew skills. So, anyway, go ahead, Jose.
Well, I'm Jose. My character name is Naelit. And well,
Hello.
professional here, but yeah.
The other co-leader of our guild is Death Eye Monkey, who was also not able to make it today because he is at a bachelor party. He is the co-founder of this guild. Him and I both built this guild together about a year ago, maybe a little bit more than that. Originally, for all the members who are not aware, this guild actually started off as a clan for another guild called SD Gundam, which then I therefore moved the guild over into this guild, or moved the clan over into this game and turned it into the guild. All the previous clan members who were in the guild on here are now as recruits on this guild because they are inactive. So they will eventually be removed after we have gained enough members and we do not lose any guild XP from me doing so. Okay. Introductions are done. So, let's see. Recruiting. That's actually a good one to talk about. What should we do about recruiting? Typically right now, I'm typically just recruiting in Drummond Cost, just because that's the meeting place for all of the Empire side, so it's a lot easier to find people who want to join. Trying to recruit on the fleet with level 55 or 50 plus people is rather hard to try to get people that are not either already in guilds or are just not interested. As far as level requirement, I've kind of stepped back from a level requirement other than the fact that I do not want them to be level 5. Typically, I want the recruiting to be that they have already selected their subclass, you know, like for instance, if they're a warrior, if they've either chosen Jug or Marauder. Once they have chosen that, then they are free to join the guild. I do not want to have any random Sith warriors unless if it is one of your alts. Joshua, please put your clothes back on. Anyway, at any rate, that was basically where I've gone with it, just trying to get people into the guild, trying to make it so we're not so much of a ghost town that we have been for the past month or so. As you guys have probably have also noticed that I think it was yesterday or the day before, we had massive new recruits coming into the guild. That was just for me literally standing in the guild house posting on the Drummond Cost general chat. Yeah, didn't have to go far for that. Anyway, any thoughts or any other ideas of how you guys might want to reapproach recruiting?
YOLO.
I think, like, when you're just on a planet, you should just put in a recruiting message.
Yep, I
If you
definitely
can get
agree with
people.
that. Everybody in this guild, besides recruits, have the ability to invite. It is very simple. You just type /G invite and you type their name. It's very simple. Just do it. If you can, just make sure that every planet you're on just is aware that we are recruiting. Try to get as many people as you possibly can. The higher the levels, the better, because then it won't take us very long to get a full raiding group going. I would like us to start getting a raiding group going within the next month or so. I would like to see that happen. Will it happen? I don't know. It all depends on not only myself, but everyone else in the guild too, and on their leveling progression. Any other thoughts on that?
Well, yeah, we definitely need more people, so I think everybody should try to make that happen.
Agreed. Now, if you haven't noticed, I just keep typing LOL in officer chat. It's just to keep me still logged in, so it doesn't put me as AFK. Let's see. So we covered guild. Well, do we want to add any other guild rules or no? For the time being, do we want to wait on that until the next meeting?
I think with a lot of that stuff, it's kind of we're gonna have to take it as we see it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Kinda-
because I mean, there's really not anything, so far concerning in terms of rules that, I mean, so far there has not been like a problem within our guild, of people insulting each other, or whatever, fighting, blah blah blah.
Yeah, so far everybody seems to be getting along fine. I don't see any problems. Other than the other day, I forget what the guy that begins with an R. I barely even knew him. You guys noticed that one. You guys noticed that one leave the guild. He left
Actually, after you got off, 2 more got off, left too.
that was probably his brother and his alt.
Okay.
Because I know they had more than one tune in here, and I also knew that they had alts. Anyway, let's see.
Did we cover everything?
No, hold on. I'm. Shush.
You shush me.
I did just shush you. What are you gonna do about it? That's right, nothing. So
I'll
quiet.
burn your office.
Uh-huh. Good luck with that, considering you don't have the power of fire. And electricity doesn't do anything.
Alright.
Anyway.
No problem, you'll see.
Have you guys noticed any of the members that we have that are of higher level that you thought that might be good candidates for officers?
I'm still thinking Jikasa, but
So am I. I'm still definitely thinking at least Jikasa. I mean, obviously there's not a spot on the council anymore for Jikasa, but...
I was thinking, well, I don't know if... Did we offer Vaprak?
Vaprak's a council member.
Oh, okay.
Just not here at the moment. Had other things to do, which is perfectly fine. I did let Vaprak and Bolt Death be aware that if they weren't able to make it, it was fine. Real life comes first. We get that.
unless you're me, because I don't care about real life.
Yes, you don't count in that. Anyway, I was thinking our new level 60 member, I call him Thesi because I don't know how to pronounce the rest of his name. It's, here. S-Y-C-H-O.
Online, just find him.
That one.
He's the only level 60 online.
He is the only level 60 online right now. But the only reason why I was thinking... I've only been considering him for the current moment. I've just been thinking about it, but I didn't want to make any decisions until we had our meeting. Mainly, I've been playing with him. Been watching his progress. He's a very decent player. Seems to definitely know what he's doing. He has more than one level 60 character as well. His main, of course, is the one he's on currently, which is his Swtor. But that's my thoughts on as far as guild officers. Definitely Jikasa, but Jikasa isn't so sure if she wants it yet. But I also have yet to bring it up to Thesi. So, not entirely sure what his thoughts are on that, but that is my consideration. Anybody else have any other thoughts?
Well, I've seen an active member a lot, and he's only level 30 though, and it's Deer in Headlight.
Yes, I have seen him on very frequently, and he's also definitely a candidate. Also seems to know what he's doing as well, which is good. But again, like, we can consider all these people for officers, but it's up to them if they want it. They are more than welcome to turn down the offer. They do not need to do it if they do not want to. Also, Jikasa's 50, by the way. Just
Yeah, that's kind of awesome.
She's been leveling like a motherfucker.
And I haven't.
Well, you have too, but you don't count, mister. You were able to level from, 1 to 90 in a week in WoW?
On WoW.
Yeah.
I've been
Sometimes.
leveling too, but I got pulled away.
Yeah, well, guild meeting came into play, so you didn't have a choice there.
We live in an age of holocalls.
There is no holocall to go into the guild meeting, bucko.
That's
And
what we're
Kind
doing
of sucks.
right
That'd
now.
be really cool.
Are you still in your chair and just invisible?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
he is.
Okay. Anyway, I'm not gonna talk about that one.
Alright, how about, guild funds? How are we gonna, see a way to actually get more funds in?
Have you not been paying attention to the guild meeting at all?
Yeah, I have.
Because we've already covered that.
I know, but I want ideas. I didn't ask for ideas.
Well, right now we're gonna look to a lot of our council members to help donate, but I do think we need to kind of build more people in the guild. 50 million is kind of a long ways off right now, so.
Yeah. I mean, unless if y'all want to start spending real money and go buy
No,
credits from farmers.
Hell no.
Exactly. So,
Furniture is also craftable, right? By the crafting classes, some classes craft.
no, you can't craft furniture. I don't believe so.
Are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure there's a way to craft if your skill's high enough.
No, I don't believe it has anything to do with skill. I don't think you can actually craft furniture. I don't think that's the thing in the game. I think all furniture is either found out in the world or you get it from the cartel market. Or when people get it from the cartel market, you get it from the GTN. As far as I know, there is no crafting ability to craft furniture. Go ahead and look it up on your darn phone all you freaking want, but I highly doubt it. I don't remember.
He would be the one person to look that up to.
Yes, he would be. What can be improved? Anything you guys have seen that could be improved in the guild? As far as anything? Anything you saw at all?
There's a lot of people who don't pay attention to guild chat, but I can't really force them to do that.
That's irrelevant. But yes,
If you happen to think of things, just feel free to make a post on the forums.
Yes,
Yeah.
by all means. You can just put them under the general discussion section. Just make a random new post, and if you just find something that should be... Actually, I'm going to make an actual post on there, and it's just going to be titled, what can be improved, or improved suggestion box, or something of that nature. I'll make an actual section on there, and anything you guys think that, can be improved. And this even goes for all of our actual members as well. If they think anything, or you guys can think of anything that needs to be improved, by all means, make a post on there. Frequently look at the website every day, and frequently throughout the day as well. So, definitely. Wait a minute. Oh, he has his. Okay.
Wait, what'd you do?
I got distracted by Zoe, and then I realized it was two people that were invisible walking around. And I was like, what the hell? And now I've noticed that Zoe is invisible while sitting on you, Taylor.
Yeah, I just realized that. Get out of my chair.
Nope, apparently not. He's like, I'm invisible. You don't see me.
Alright, so is that all?
All right. What is your guys' thoughts about the guild so far? That was the main point that you were trying to make, Taylor, about this guild meeting. So, what are your guys' thoughts? How is it going? Do you guys like how it's going? What have you?
I haven't really had any problems.
So far, I've seen improvements. I mean, we started with small things and now ended up much more improving on.
Well, definitely when I started bringing this guild back to life about 3 months ago, This guild house was not the way that it was. Now look at it. We've got the balcony open. We have all the guild council offices open. Look at the council room that we have now. Look at it. Just everything that's in this. We've even got the cantina open. The amount of progress we've actually just had alone in just this stronghold is ridiculous that we've had in the past 2 months. So definitely all the improvements have been very, very nice. The amount of guild members too.
Coming soon, jukebox.
Yeah. 4 million credits later.
Oh, jeez.
For the one he wants, and I agree that we should get this one. It has the better music, but it's the Underworld Trading Jukebox or whatever, the Underworld Jukebox, and it has a lot of the better music, but it costs 4 million credits at the minimum on the
already
GTA.
buy it?
No, it's just very expensive, and I'm not sure if I'm ready to drop 4 million credits on a jukebox unless if, Ex Angeles over here wants to go and do his dailies every day and save the money on his person and buy it that way himself, then he could by all means. But I'm not sure if I'm ready to drop 4 million or 4 million plus on a jukebox when I could take that and open up another guild tab.
Like I said, coming soon.
Yeah, coming soon in the very distant future. It will happen one day just because that's a kind of a cool aesthetic thing, because even up here in the council room, we'd probably be able to hear the music. So, yeah. So anything else that anybody else wants to add, because everything that I had written down has been covered.
Anything for me.
Okay. I was hoping you'd be the one to break the ice. If you have an idea.
Well, I mean, I'm good. I mean, there's really nothing else that I could think of.
I want one thing before this ends.
What's that?
Ryan not to be invisible and actually in his chair for like more than 5 seconds.
Yes, next time we have a council meeting. This is your only and final freebie. You pull it again. You sit on me, and I will instantly demote you from here. All right, that's it. Punishment being granted. Let's see. He's a vice admiral now. Okay, we'll drop him to a recruit. There we go. Punishment granted. You forget, Zoe. I'm on a freaking guild leader character. I can do whatever the hell I want from here.
Alright, so are we good?
Yes, I would have to say
Alright.
council is adjourned.
Alright, everybody get the hell out of here.
Okay, let's go, Josh.